I served on the USS Midway, CVA 41, and the USS Camden, AOE 2.
Michael McClenning was a second-class gunner's mate during Operation Frequent Wind. Shortly after Frequent Wind, he retired from the United States Navy.
1975 in April, we were in the Philippines, and I'd just taken some leave. I was going to go to Manila, some friends, and go see what was in Manila. And got a call where we were staying, and got the news that Vietnam was heating up again, and we needed to get back to the ship. So we went back to the ship, and what was happening was the North was rolling south and at the gates of Saigon, so we were involved in Operation Frequent Wind, which was the evacuation of a military, embassy personnel, and any of the Vietnamese people that were helping at the time, working in the embassy and in intelligence. And on my birthday, April 29, 1975, we received innumerable helicopters full of people, and we ended up with 3,000 refugees from Saigon in Vietnam, and headed towards Guam with them. I just knew I was fighting for my country, which is enough.
Yeah.
Now, I do have one regret, that I didn't do enough. I don't think I did enough. But it was, I wouldn't have traded experience for anything. Well, our flight ops were running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That was just a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know, for me and our guys in our division, and the flight crews and the pilots and all the mechanics, everybody involved. It was just really very busy. But one time we were moving a bomb. Let's see, a bomb. What kind were they? They were 1,000-pound bombs, and they come 3 in a pallet. And we're moving these bombs down in this magazine. And the guy who said this was called a strong bag that you put under there. You move them with hoists.
Yeah.
You put it under the pallet and you raise it up and you move it where you want. And he didn't get it all the way in there, and that strong bag flipped out and those bombs hit the deck. Everybody in that magazine, I was the first one to open my eyes, and everybody down there was like this. Had their hands over their ear, their eyes closed, like that was going to make any difference.
Yeah.
Because it had just been instantly vaporized, but nothing happened because they weren't fused or armed, so just the funniest thing.
All this happened on the USS Midway. The Midway was decommissioned in 1992 and placed in the reserve fleet. It is now stationed in San Diego, where it is a museum that you can tour and see the jets and the helicopters and learn more about the events that happened on the Midway. You get to see all the jobs and what they did to make the ship work. I visited the Midway last year not knowing that my grandpa had served on the ship. I asked my grandpa if he had visited it since he had retired from the Navy.
I want to get down there, and I don't know, they made some changes to it after I'd gotten off, because I think it was involved in the first Gulf War, and they had taken the gun mounts off, which were worthless anyway, and put missile systems on board, and I hadn't been back since, but I'd like to see if my old compartment's still down there where it used to be, and if I could find my way around.
During his time in the Navy, my grandpa also worked with Marines. He enjoyed working with them and admired their uniformity.
Yeah, we had a detachment on the Midway, and one was in my gun mount. He was an atypical Marine. Most Marines were like cookie cutters. You know, they had the same haircut. They had when they went on liberty, and they'd look exactly the same, and act the same way.